Hello, welcome to another episode of Writing Theatre. I am Dada Adedoyinsola Pearl. On today's episode, we'll be talking about a trending and pressing issue, and that involves the current trend of skits, pranks, and vlogs that are created solely to create traffic or drive traffic to their page. Our correspondent, Tomilola Olusanjo, investigates this phenomenon and speaks with professionals and content creators on how it should be addressed.
Okay, okay, títí bá ti sọ ẹ máa lọ.
Tó bá ti sọ ṣe rí.
Odudu. Mo rí.
Don't shut up, Joe. I'm gangster, bro. Who you want beat, bro?
Let me tell you, if they born you well, talk rubbish, I don't slap you today.
Hold bastard. Me, son. Bro, I'm going to give you.
Jesus! In recent times, the online space has been flooded with content aimed at grabbing attention, often crossing the lines of ethical and respectful behavior. To shed more light on this, I spoke with Mr. Dada Adedoyinsola, the provost of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism and former editor of Vanguard newspaper.
Thank you very much. Well, the first thing for me is that you are judging. Who defines what is irresponsible? We are talking from a moral high ground. Because the people who are into skits and all of that, you check their background. What is their training? What is the ethics of what they do? I think some people are just out there trying to do entertainment, trying to make money, trying to get back. So where there are no rules, then creating an offense becomes a challenge. Having said that, everybody deserves to have his privacy respected. Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and regard. Therefore, people who just jump on you, invade your privacy, set you up, don't deserve respect and regard. So the thing to do is to tell those people to back up and tell them that at least they must respect your decency, your privacy, and all of that. Beyond that, it's a bit tough. It's a tough one because just anybody who has access to an Android phone and 100 naira data thinks that the best way to make money, to make them make now, is to do pranks. And like you define it, it's called pranks. Pranks are not serious matters, but sometimes they can be dangerous because I've seen people do pranks, playing things that should not be toyed with. And here we are, a free world. So that will be my response to that. Education, teaching them what is acceptable, not just here, elsewhere. Having rules, knowing that every human being deserves to be well treated, to be well regarded. That's the most you can do, because it's a free world. If you don't educate them, or you don't tell them where you have to, then they'll continue that way. So the most you can do in this particular instance is to educate them as much as you can. Where you can organize training, if they are available to be trained. So there is always a campaign for ethical standard, higher ethical level, especially in the media practice. There is the NUJ Code of Ethics. Almost every association, every profession has its own code of ethics. The advertisers, practitioners have their code of ethics. The Nigerian Foreign Relations have their own code of ethics. Those in marketing business have their own code of ethics. The problem really is that some of these guys we're talking about don't belong to any of these groups, so they don't subscribe to any code of ethics. That is the problem. I do hope that the people in the theater world, the entertainment world, they also design a code of ethics. Try to call in some of these people to join the association so that they can apply rules of decency.
Next, I sought insight from Mr. Olusanjo, a media law expert, to understand the legal implications of these actions.
My name is Leko Otufodun. I'm Executive Director, Media Career Development Network. I'm also an Associate Lecturer at Nigerian Institute of Journalism. Well, I think ordinarily you expect that people who call themselves content creators to also be mindful of the quality of what they share with the people. So, but in the absence of that, people need to sometimes even call them out. Some of them need to be educated. They have association. They need to begin to talk to themselves, because as much as people enjoy some of this content, at the point when they begin to understand that it's very toxic, they are going to start avoiding it and they are going to be able to label them. And you can see that recently there was an award ceremony that happened, and the guy who won, people were able to attest that the quality of his content is not your ordinary day-to-day kind of content. So it's important that they understand that there is an approach that can be sustainable over a period of time. They don't have to wait till when the audience begin to say that is not the right thing for them, and it begin to affect their brand. How to work with lawyers. Coincidentally, just over this weekend, I was at a training in Abeokuta for media leaders, and we had a lawyer come to talk to us about content creation or stealing. That's even when people also take other people's content. So I can work with lawyers where lawyers are pointing out the impact, the implication of the kind of content that people, what it can do and what it cannot do. And even the legal implication and we have a situation where policemen are arresting content creators. It's also because they are also exceeding their bounds. They are doing things that they are not supposed to do. So psychologists will also tell them the implication of what they are doing. But for them it's fun, but it's not just fun for the ordinary person who is watching. It has mental implications and they need to be mindful of that. So lawyers, psychologists, and any other person who is also in a position to be able to voice out their concern so that they can get the message about how to begin to refine the content of the things that they share, give out. Social media platform, well, again, it's difficult to regulate, but we just need to say it. People who are in a position, so we have stakeholders who are concerned about these things, so they need to say it. Just like anybody who is concerned should say it out, and anybody is in a position like of authority or coordination should let those people know that those contents are injurious for the overall good of the society. So it's our emphasis on that. Anybody who is in a position to say it should say it. Nobody should hold back, and they will get that message. That's the point that I think we should emphasize. It's important because they have a platform to amplify our thoughts. People are able to get other sides of the view, and when you partner with them, they will be able to let other people know what is good for them. They will also have things that they can compare, because you need to show people what is good for them to know what is bad. So I think that's very, very important.
To understand the perspectives of online content creators, I spoke with Brother West, who is famous for his Facebook content.
Okay, my name is Brother West. I'm a content creator. Thank you. Okay, thank you. As a content creator, right? You are just like a teacher to many people that you may not know. Okay. So creating content online responsibly have to do with creating content that passes information, content that people can learn from. Okay, so as a content creator, you have to stop creating content that may be harmful or discriminating, or content that will cause fight within people. While creating content, if you want that content to be responsible, you need to consider people's feelings, perspective, their culture, and so on and so forth. So make sure that you also protect personal information, that is people's privacy. Okay, so if you have to post content about people, make sure that you assess their consent before you post that content, because if you don't protect people's privacy, that is wrong. Okay, so what I'm saying is we should stop creating content that will discriminate, right, that will cause violence, that will not teach people anything. Okay, so that is what you need to do. So as a content creator, create something that people can learn from, something that can promote unity, love, and people's culture. Okay, not something that will bring issue, cause fight, discriminate, so on and so forth. So that is what it takes to create a responsible content online.
Okay. Finally, I spoke with Mr. Lekon Otufojorin, the former editor of the Nation Online newspaper, about the role of media education in curbing these trends.
Okay, I am Olusanjo. My son is Oluyomi. I have strong interest in media and communication, and the law that governs media and communication. Up until recently, there were really no law specifically dedicated to online content until recently. One of those laws that is taken into consideration online content is the Nigerian Broadcasting Code. In fact, the new edition that will be coming out specifically is including online content and regulations to it. outside NBC Code, we also have a Cybersecurity Act. Some of you will be witness to Blessing CEO recently, who was docked for cyber stalking and cybersecurity bullying because through our social media handle. So new laws are coming up, but those two are very fundamental now for online content providers to put into consideration whenever they want to come out with their content. There's so many laws, like I was saying, but the major one that I will just enumerate that you need to be careful of: one, your content should not infringe the people's reputation. That deals with defamation and the rest of them. Then two, there's also the one that deals with person, injuries to person. We've seen a lot of people in the bit of being creative, you know, they slap people, they hit at people and all of that. And you see some people even fall on the ground. You can be sued for battery or assault. You know, then that's on the private part. On the part of the state, Section 45 talks about law of things. Your content should align with the following: one, public safety, public order, public morality. You don't say because, okay, you want to create content, then you're going to create nudity all over the place. The state can come for you. Then defense. Your content should not impugn on the defense, national security and defense. There was a popular content provider then, I think, that wore one of the military uniforms, that was arrested by the Naval. They had reason to arrest him because it wasn't even a security man. And so we need to know that there are laws, you know, that limit our creativity. Our creativity is more line, so we are lying with the laws of the given people of the land.
Thank you, Tomilola, for that in-depth report. I remain your anchor, Dada Adedoyinsola Pearl. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Bye for now.